I'm going to give like a brief introduction about Tableau. So what is Tableau? Why do you want to learn Tableau? What is the difference between Excel and Tableau? And if you want to add a few tools in your resume, okay, so for example, you are a business analyst, you are a scrum master, but you want to add a few tools in your resume, then learning Tableau can definitely help you. So first is, what is Tableau? Okay, Tableau is nothing but it's a visual analytics tool. So I'm going to take you to Tableau like official website. So this is Tableau's official site. If you go here and if you are able to like say buy now, just click on buy now. It will be showing you why Tableau, what are the products, solutions, resources, and partners. So Tableau is nothing. It's a paid tool. Okay, it's not something free. You need to have like monthly. You need to pay, or because depending upon like what kind of products you want to buy, the pricing will change. For example, here you have plans and pricing, and you have different Tableau products like Tableau Pulse, Tableau AI, Tableau Desktop, Tableau Server and Cloud and everything. You have so many products. And if you want to choose one or more Tableau products, you can go to this Tableau pricing calculator, and then you can check, okay, how much it will take for your team or your whole team. You want only one license, then what is the cost? Okay, one license means $900 for 1 year. And then so every year you have to renew. So it's a paid product that you have to keep in mind. But so what is the difference? What is the advantage? So learning about this product. So you can also try it for free. They also give you a free trial. So if you want to like click on like free trial, start a free trial, you can click on start a free trial. Active. So I've already enrolled in this and activated my trial period. So if you want me to take into that sheet, if you can see that I'm already into Tableau. Okay, so I have like 13 days left in my trial. So you have like 14 days free trial version. So you can just give your email ID and you can just to explore the software, right? You can get that 14-day trial version. So from the front end or a UI perspective, this tool is like looks like more very sophisticated, right? For example, in Excel, let me take an Excel sheet. So if you take this Excel sheet, it's only like all this is in boxes. Okay, it's not something like this fancy. But if you take Tableau, it is more like it's a fancy stuff. You have a lot of you can create a lot of dashboards. For example, like if I click on here, you can create dashboards like this. Okay, so for example, you can include a lot of diagrams, and then you can create so many different types of dashboard. That's why people want to use Tableau. Okay, like this, like different kind of dashboards you can create. So so that is Tableau. Tableau is nothing but it's a visual analytics platform transforming the way we use data to solve problems. So even in Excel sheets, you can like actually like give data, right? If someone is asking a report, usually what we do, we give it in an Excel sheet. Okay, so but it's more tedious process of like putting all the data in the Excel sheet, and then if you want to draw diagrams, for example, in an Excel sheet, uh, if let me give you an example. So someone is asking like uh, let's say that your client is having a supermarket, okay, and they want a data, okay, items, uh, sales price, what is the cost for that particular item. Let's say there are like 5 items in that supermarket. I'm just giving you an example. 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 items are there, and the first item's price that you're selling to the public is $10. Then for the second one, it's $20, $30, $40, and $50. Okay, this is the for the first item. I'm not naming the item. You can name any item. Okay, so for the first item, the sales price is $10. But the cost for what, like, you are buying, if you are a supermarket, you are owning a supermarket, for the cost whatever you are getting it, let's say you're getting it for $5 and you're selling it for $10. Same way for this, okay, you're getting half of everything, okay, 10, and then here you have 15, and then you have 20, and then 25, so you're going with 50% profit. Okay, let's say this is the um, this one you need to like calculate on a very large, for all the items whatever is in the supermarket, like imagine how many items will be there. So they're asking you to give a report. Now you put all this, and the owner doesn't have any IT knowledge, so they don't want to see all the numbers, they want some kind of pictures. Okay, so now what you do, you go to insert, and then if you see here, there will be all kinds of recommend charts like pie chart. See, if you see here, you can always transform the data into like items. What is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like these colors. Or if you want to give like insert so like this also you can do. Okay, so items, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, like color, so that this is the value that you're giving. The same thing in the Excel sheet, you can always insert diagrams, and that all this items, everything will automatically pop up. But you need to know like what diagram you have to give. For example, I'm giving a bar chart. Okay, now again it has to give like items and what are the numbers. Like this, it has to give different way of visualizing the data. So we know all that Excel sheet can do this. You can put the numbers, you can always insert all these different, there are various different kind of charts and maps and everything, all this. But this is really very time consuming process. Also, you have to like manually learn all the, so let's, when I teach you about the difference between Excel and Tableau, we can know that in Excel it takes a lot of time, but it is easy to learn also. Excel is very basic, and if you try again and again with like few datas, you can definitely become an expert in Excel. But uh, if you see here, this is nothing but this is like storing data. Excel means it's just a spreadsheet, and you're able to store the data. And you need to have that VBA basic scripting knowledge. Okay, to in order to create reports in Excel, you need to definitely know all this basic, like what is pivot chart, how to do that. So basic, all that you need to learn. It takes some time to become an expert in Excel. Of course, it takes some time. At least you need to have 1 month of learning everything in and out, everything you need to learn to create all these reports. It is time consuming. If in the interview they ask you to rate yourself, how much you know Excel, if you just know how to do the basics, you can rate only 3 or 4, because Excel has more capability in it. And to generate like very complicated reports, you need to have at least 7 and above. Okay, they may ask you also to rate also how much you know Excel. Out of 10, rate yourself. And if you say 7 or 8, it means that you know all the scripting, you know how to do this reporting tools, you know how to do this charts and all, you know to do. That's the meaning. Okay, so you need to know VBA basic scripting. But in Tableau, it's not like that. You no need to have any kind of coding experience. This is morely like a fancy way of showing data. But initially, to learn Tableau, it may look like a little bit complicated. But when you want to like access large number of data for huge organizations, let's say like for example that supermarket example, like how many items are there in the supermarket? It will be more than at least 3,000 items, all like even from small shampoo to like a soap bar to the biggest like whatever items they can have. Everything needs to be priced, everything needs to be stored. And the supermarket's owner wants you to give the data, like tell me what is the price, tell me how much was sold and all that. Okay, when you're giving complex reports to the client, then now what you do, you can use this Tableau. Though Tableau is a licensed software, and it requires like every day annually you have to like pay for them. But this is quick and easy. And especially for small businesses, of course this is being used in large corporate because they have no choice. They have, for example, you're working for a multimillionaire corporation, let's say Walmart, or any kind of Target or BJ's. How many items they are having? Okay, so they have to list the price, and if that is a sales price, they have to list that price. and like there's so many, so they may need like that report of like in last month from this day to this day, like give me a report of like a picture visualization, because leadership want always like fancy pictures. They don't want to see like just the numbers. That's a very boring thing for them. So everything they wanted in different kinds of chart, maybe a pie chart, there may be a bar chart. So for all that data visualization, this Tableau is very, very, very helpful. So you no need to have any kind of coding knowledge for this, but it is not easy. You cannot learn Tableau in a day. Okay, this requires, for example, when I log into Tableau, uh, it's asking me to. So, for example, I'm in the Salesforce sales pipeline. Okay, that dashboard. So, if you see here, it is going to ask me everything like what is the web page, what is the workflow, and like there are so many objects here, and then what is the layout and how to like calculate the layout, how to show title. So there are so many things that you want to, like if you want to become an expert in Tableau, um, it will take some time. It is not easy. It's not a one day thing. Okay, so for example, you can always automate this. So the good thing about Tableau is once you know the basics of Tableau, you can always automate and you can use for big data. Like for example, in Excel, every time you create a report, you need to start from scratch. Okay, automation is like for like very, very big data, automation is not there. Okay, but in Tableau it's not there. Once you have created something, you can use that for other projects. Once you have a basic structure for a report, you can definitely use that for other projects. So that is why people who are working for multinational companies who wants different, because leadership always they want to see this barcode chart only. So in 30 days, what is the sales? In 1 to 3 months, what is the sales? In 3 to 6 months, what was the sales? And in more than 6 months, what was the sales? Like this, they want to see only the numbers, because they don't have time in 30 minutes meeting. They just want someone from that particular team to give this chart, and someone from leadership, VP, someone director will be showing this to the general, like the board of directors. They're going to see this and they're going to take some important decision. So they don't have time to like look at the Excel and then like read one by one at the end and something, and this and all is old fashioned. Still people are using Excel. I'm not saying people are not using Excel. Excel is a good tool, and you have to, even learning Excel itself is a big thing. If you want 10 out of 10 in Excel, it takes time, at least 3 months for you of constantly like trying out all this, like whatever available here, you need to like try out, and you have to like figure it out, what are the different formulas and how to draw diagrams, how to create all this like reports, big reports, right? In Excel we can also do that, but it's very, very time consuming. But this one, it is very not that difficult. If you know the basics, you can definitely give them a very good chart in different colors and formats, and very nice looking charts you can always like create. Okay, so that's the difference between Excel and Tableau. So, but this is like a Tableau means it is, I have already told you, this is a paid one. So if you want to learn something, right, I would recommend you to first go. There are so many YouTube channels who teach, or just Tableau, they teach very big in detail. So you can go to those kind of YouTube channels and then like learn the basics. Okay, like just one by one learn the basics, then get the trial version, give your email ID, get the trial version, then you need to start doing stuff to basically like understand each and every feature in this Tableau, because there is so many things. This is an advanced one, so I don't want you to like get the trial then like leave it. Then this will then you cannot use the same email ID. You have to use a different email ID to get the trial version. So um, for people who wants to for people, I would say that for people who wants like some kind of tool in their resume but doesn't need coding. So you can say that I am from non-IT, I don't want any kind of coding, but I want to learn some tool and put it in my resume. So you can always add Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Microsoft Visio, this Excel you can add in your resume, and additionally you can also add Tableau. So if you are a business analyst, if you are a scrum master, you are a product owner, and you want to put something in your resume, definitely you can learn Tableau from scratch. It's going to help you. And they may ask like, if you say that I know Tableau, they may ask you some case studies also, like give me an example of how will you create um, this data report, give me an example like this. They can give you case studies also. So you have to like be well prepared for like what are questions related to Tableau and why we are using Tableau, and one or two case studies like whatever you have created reports. So for using Tableau, right, you need not have some real-time experience and all. Like you can just create your own like data sheets and like case studies for yourself. So like maybe 3 to 4 case studies you can take it in internet, and then seeing those case studies you can also create your own samples, and then you can attach it in your resume also. So for example, case study 1, I did the dashboard for this particular project. Case study 2, I did a dashboard for this like second project. Like that, you can always put your case studies at the bottom of your resume, so that they're like, okay, she's interested, she has done her own research, and I mean, added the case study. So that definitely you will be standing out in the interview, because there are this is like very few people know about all this Tableau and Power BI and all that. So see, business as a business analyst, right, it's a very plain vanilla requirement. So if you're going for a business analyst, scrum master, or a product owner, business analyst mostly will be knowing Jira, Confluence, and documentation, Word. That's all. Okay, they don't need to know something like SQL or Tableau and all. But if you add it in your resume, you have a better chance. Okay, when 100 people are applying for a job, so when you want to get into that like top 5 position, definitely they're going to see what are the additional skills that a person have, and how much you are interested in learning like new updated softwares, right? So applications like this, these are very new. So if you put that in your resume, the chances of your resume picked up, because many people have that problem, my resume is not getting picked up, I'm just waiting for calls and my resume is not getting picked up, I don't know why. Like people have that so much of like, why my resume is not picking up, I put everything properly in my resume, why the HR is not calling me. So for that kind of issues, right, you can always like, you need to add more in your resume. It needs to look little more professional and technical. So you can always add Tableau in your resume. And when you add Tableau in your resume, please add case studies at the end. So what is the case study that you have used for using the Tableaus? Okay, that you can add. Now, another thing, like what people usually ask me is like, what is the scope of this? When I learn Tableau, what can I become? Should I only be a business analyst and learn Tableau, or is there any other possibility? If I learn Tableau, like, is there any other possibility? So when you learn all this data visualization techniques and all, you can definitely become a data analyst. So I'm going to show you what is a data analyst. What do you mean by data analyst? Okay. So for example, here, this is like similarly like a business analyst, but they will be using large amounts of data. So for primarily what they will be doing is mostly like they will be doing all this data collection, and also they'll be giving all this kind of reports. I told you, right, for leadership, there'll be a separate team. They're called as data analytics or data scientist, or business intelligence, data intelligence. That's the name that they give to these job roles. So what they usually do is they like provide large sets of data, they analyze large sets of data and give it to leadership for taking quick decision. Like for last quarter, what is the profit? For last quarter, like how much product was sold? Last quarter, what like during the holiday season, what was the product which was mostly the members like got it from the particular brand? Like all this requires severe analysis. So that's where this data analyst or data scientist come into play. So if you want to become a data analyst, because there is a lot, so much scope for this data analyst too. Okay, so for example, if you see here, the salary ranges like about like 130K, and it is a highly paying job. And so if you don't want to learn like you don't want to become a plain BA, because many people think BA means there is no job opportunities, and the market is like it is like completely flooded, right? There is no job opportunity, and I cannot be like waiting with my resume for so long. I'm waiting for 1 year, 2 years, and I'm not getting any job. Then you can always try for this data analyst, but this requires some kind of, it's not very easy like a business analyst. Okay, business analyst, like basically you are not learning anything technical. You are learning more about how to gather requirements, documentation, and all that. And also, of course, you need to know healthcare domain or banking domain. That domain knowledge is very important. In data analyst also, like you need to have domain knowledge. So for example, if you're working for Bank of America leadership is going to ask you like mostly about what kind of data they may ask. Like imagine from last 6 months, how many people got loan, and how many people like a proper, like for example, credit card, how many people got new credit cards. Like this kind of data only they'll be asking. So for that, you need to know banking domain knowledge. Either a business analyst or a data analyst, you need to know domain knowledge, that is for sure. Either it's healthcare or retail or banking, whatever it is, you need to have domain knowledge. But additionally, as a data analyst, you need to know some of these tools. So data analyst tools are like, so these are some of the data analyst tools. Okay, Tableau, Python. You need to learn Python, and then Power BI, Excel. So these are some of the tools. It's not that I'm recommending to learn everything. It can be very very overwhelming to learn all these tools and in one stretch. But we can go one by one. So for example, Tableau, everybody learn with a little bit of effort. This is like a video game. Like I would say it is very easy to learn compared to any other tool. This is very very easy to learn, because you will be like surprised how beautiful the end product is going to come, with also so much of diagrams and everything. So I personally like Tableau because it's a fun thing to play around, and I really like charts and all. So I like pictures, I like charts. For example, this dashboard, like see here. So if you see here how nice it is. See, you can, what's the total activity, type of activity, name, company, and then what they have done. So for example, activity sense, like how many people got credit card, that can be an activity. And or you can say that if there is a website, okay, for example, Bank of America's website is there. How many people have just viewed the page, how many people have clicked on the website, and how many people have submitted the credit card forms. So these are the type of activities. Okay, just page view, then website, clicking the website, and then if somebody's submitting the credit card form. Okay, this is the activity that we are describing. What are the different types of activities? And based upon that, you are going to like give data on like how many people, like for example, November 15th, how many people were clicking, and November 16th, what happened, November 7th, like every day report you can give. And then weekday, how much it was there, and hourly wise, how much people were using the website. And then like what's the total activity type. So how many pages were there, and how many active, like for one person, what and all they did. One person really viewed it, clicked it, submitted. Did they do all the three? Or sometimes you are like going back, you're just visiting the page but you're not doing anything. For example, in airlines, right, website, people go log in. No, you need not log in. Just on the website page, you can just like search on the flights and everything, and then you can see what are the flights, and then you can back out. You need not really book the flight. So that also we can take an example. You're going to the website, you're viewing the flights and everything, but you're not booking anything. So leadership wants to know what is the traffic on the particular website, because everything is online now. All the airlines, they're doing everything completely online. So how many people, customers are like just coming to our website, and how many people are seeing that particular page, okay, like that booking page, and how many people are querying that particular page, and how many people are actually booking. They want to know that data to enhance the um, website like model, why people are backing out. They want to know that why people are not clicking, because in some website, airlines website, it's like a headache to book uh, the flight, because it's going to ask you so many information, multiple information, and once you give the payment, it's not even processing. And so it's not at all user friendly, and they back out. People get frustrated, they back out. They try, like especially older people, they try for 1 or 2 times, and they are like they're totally frustrated why it's not getting submitted, because there could be some mandatory field that they don't know how to fill, and they're like backing out. So leadership wants to know why that sales is not happening, why people are like coming to the last finish line, and what is the problem with the website. So only when they figure out those kind of problems, the ID team, after seeing this report, the ID team can get a close understanding of what is actually happening in production, why the website or web application is not user friendly, how can we improve that in order to make sales, so that we can be competing with our uh, competitors, right? So I'm going to give you an example of Apple. Okay, Apple website. So if you take Apple, click on Apple official site. Okay, see, this is one of the most cleanest web application that you can see. Okay, very very easy. Anybody, even like fifth grade or fourth grade kid can understand. The very first thing is the store. Directly they're going for purchases. Nothing like tell me about Apple. Steve Jobs is the founder, and we were here from long. We are the top one brand. Like nothing like that. Directly they are going to store. Okay, so Apple's official website. If you see here, the very first thing they say is shop only will be there. Shop, find a store, order. That's all. Nothing about tell me about yourself. Nothing about our brand, all the stories and all. They know how to catch customers, because finally what we want is like customer has to buy, they need to purchase, they have to do that online shopping. The minute they enter, it needs to be very user friendly, very clean. Like I can see every product. Like on Mac, it's there, iPhone, it's there, iPad, it's there, watch, it's there, everything is there, very clean, right? So I need not have any IT knowledge. I need not be even like having all the master's degree to navigate this website. If I'm a third grade student, a third grade kid, I'm a fourth grade kid, I can easily navigate this and click on this and purchase. This is how clean and user friendly a website needs to be. So for example, they don't give any kind of like background about the company. Everybody knows about Apple, how who's the founder and all. They will never mention about all that. So why you have a website? For members to purchase, for customers to purchase, and you have to give all the updates. What are the different kind of accessories available, how can you order it online, find a Apple store near you, and what are the different products you have, accessories, TV, entertainment, and all that. So the whole store is about purchasing. But if you see here, it's saying official website. Okay, official website means needs to have this company's a little bit background needs to be there, right? But it's not there. Directly they are going for purchase only. So because they know, Apple knows very well that customers don't give a thing about the company. They don't mind, they don't care like how long the company was. They don't care. All they care is, can I click something and buy it within like 10 minutes? I need to click something. Okay, now I find that my prices are here, whether it's one time or within like 10 like or it's going to be monthly payments. I choose something. Okay, now here it is going to, whether it is 6 inch, 15 or 15 plus. I click something here. Now it's asking me for colors. So I click a pink color. Now it's asking me for like how much GB I want. Then I'm going to like whether I want to trade. No, I want a new one. It's going to ask me for model. Okay, I'm going to click one, and directly it's going to be asking for like all these conditions I'm going to purchase. It's very, 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 very clean. Nothing fancy, nothing additional. Very, 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 very clean. And this is what we want. So, but let's say that some people are coming, they're clicking on this, they're viewing anything for 5 minutes, they are in this website, they're just navigating, they don't know where to click, okay, they don't know how to buy. For example, very clearly here it says buy. Okay, if people are not clicking on this and they're logging out, they're backing out. So leadership is like, why is that sales not happening? Why? Because we are not going to go to every customer and ask him why you didn't buy Apple Watch, why you went to the website, why you didn't buy. We cannot ask that, right? But we can have data. So these data analysts, like, definitely they will be the one who can share these kind of like activity control kind of charts, so that the leadership can understand that, okay, people are coming to this page, they're coming to the watch page, but they are not clicking it. Okay, we have to make sure that our research team understands that we have to fix that and make sure it's very, very user friendly, because mostly 75% of everything, all the sales nowadays, it's happening through online and shipping, okay, through e-commerce only. So um, I just want to emphasize on like how much Tableau makes a great impact on the marketing side, on the sales side, and how much this data analyst will be like, these jobs will be like in the future, right? It will be more and more only. There is, I can guarantee you, if people think that business analyst is like going away, all these AI tools are coming, and you have insecurities about being a business analyst, you can definitely get into data analyst also. If you have that mind to do all this math kind of, this is more numbers, right? So if you like numbers, and if you like to do these kind of reporting charts and tools, and you like to learn like a few more, little bit of Python and all, this requires, for data analyst, you need to have some kind of coding knowledge. So if you want to do that, then definitely you can become a data analyst. It's a very good career option. It has a lot of demand, and almost all the Fortune 400 companies have a team called data analyst team, or they're also called as data scientists, especially like product based companies. Forget the service based companies, product based. Microsoft, Facebook, Walmart, and then Target, and also all these like Apple, because they want to like know how much sales is happening, why it's happening, why the sales is not happening that particular time. When they're having a new launch in September, every September Apple is going to have a new launch, like how much sales is happening in the first 15 days. So for all that, this data analyst people are the ones who will be trying to help the leadership to take major decisions in their sales. Okay, so you can also get into this. It's a very good career option, but you can do like two ways you can become a data analyst. One is like self-learning. Of course, you already have a bachelor's. Now you want to become a data analyst, you can watch there are n number of YouTube videos on this, on Tableau, on this Python, on Power BI, and you can learn all that and become. Or you can always take any courses, like for example, like there are this Coursera, like there are many training academies also taking this. So for example, data analyst certificate, so this Coursera and all, you can like enroll it, and then you can learn it and get this certificate and all. Yeah, that also you can. If you're like you are a very beginner and you don't know, you want someone to guide and all, you can take these courses. Okay, so I just want to give you like a high level like detail on like what is Tableau, why you should learn Tableau. Or if you don't want to become a BA, you want to like try something more and become a data analyst, then Tableau is a good thing to learn. Okay, see the salary here. So data analyst, senior data analyst, and principal data analyst. The salary is very good. So does anybody have any other questions? Can you understand like what is data analyst, and like at least on a high level what is Tableau?
Yeah, Pradeepa. But I have a few questions on Tableau.
Yeah.
First thing is, what is expected out of a business analyst, like on Tableau, related to healthcare domain? Like, what do you actually do on a day-to-day basis as a business analyst with Tableau?
So let's say that you are working for an insurance client. Okay. So Insurance client, for example, insurance means they have to sell the insurance, right? So for let's say you're working for Aetna. Aetna is a private insurance company, and their major work is like selling insurance to the public. So they want like everybody in the US to have Aetna insurance, because monthly everyday premium, monthly the members will pay premium, and because of the premium only the whole company is running. So they want to, as much of sales they want to have, they need to have and advertise and all that. Now, so when the marketing team from the Cigna or Aetna, they are trying to pitch something, they want to advertise, they want to do some advertisement in social media, they want to do advertisement wherever they want to go, or they are like sponsoring some cricket or basketball or football to have their name board, so that people will understand, oh, there is an insurance company, I can get into this, I can get this company is insurance. How to make sales? They have so much ideas, but once the idea is pitched in, okay, once the marketing team has pitched in the idea, they're doing all kind of this advertisement and everything. They really want to know whether that sales is happening or not, because in US everything is business. Even hospital, you know how much it's a business. We cannot say hospital is something like free here, right? It's very very expensive stuff. Each procedure is very 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 expensive compared to all the countries in the world. So they want to show profit in any healthcare. You can, whether it's hospitals or insurance or pharma companies or any kind of medical companies, they want people to buy stuff, Americans to buy stuff. At the end of the day, we all need to show as a company, we have to be it in the on the profitable side, not on the loss side. So how to get that data? As a business analyst, you may be from an IT team of, like, for example, claims, or maybe some enrollment team, or from authorization team. Let's say like enrollment team, you are from enrollment team and you are a business analyst. Now the leadership wants to know how many people got enrolled in Cigna for last year, from 2024 January to December. How many people got enrolled in Cigna? Can you give me data? So that leadership is going to come to your team only, and you are the business analyst. They say like, okay, someone from enrollment team, please give me that data, because enrollment team means like whoever is joining new will be added to your system's database. So you will have that data. How many people are newly enrolled, how many people got terminated, how many people said, like, for example, there is age criteria, people can die, people can change from one insurance to another insurance, or people can just say move to another country, so that their validity of that particular insurance is over. Or people can change from one job to another job. If your insurance is through job, then the member's eligibility is terminated. So we want to know how many people got enrolled, and how many people got their plan terminated or their insurance got terminated for various reasons. We don't want to know the reasons, we want to know the numbers. If leadership wants that data, okay, to just to do more kind of marketing, because they want to know, for example, like 2 million or like 1 million ATA members joined. Like last year, 1 million people joined. So the CEO has to discuss with the marketing team, make sure in next year at least there is a 10% increase in the members. Otherwise, there is no way of running the company. It's a very, very, all the insurance companies, if you see, right, they are very, very top rated companies. Just go see their stock values. They are very, very top. Cigna, Aetna, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and also there are so many Optima. There are so many insurance companies in the US. They are very, very high rated. The stock values are in 400. Like one share of Cigna is more than like $400, just one share. So they're competing with Apple, they're competing with Tesla, they're competing with all the other major Fortune 400 companies. They want, each year they want to increase their sales to make sure they are in the top Fortune 400 companies. You can be in a very small team. As a BA, you can be in a very small team, claims team, or maybe in an enrollment team or in an authorization team. But leadership wants some kind of data, then they come to you. You may get a request saying that they want this data from this date to that date. So during that times, you can use this. You can either use SQL, and in front of you, they can query your database, and you can have a help of your engineer and get share the data with you with them. Or if you have Tableau in your company, you yourself can do it. You need not depend upon the engineer. So you can always do it by yourself. You got the point?